Welcome. Hi, everyone. How are we all today? Good to see you all here today. It's been a long time coming, let me tell you. I'm just going to set up a few things and see how it goes here. Rightio. Okay, so we seem to be having a few technical issues, but that is okay. I'm going to share screens and see what happens because I'm frozen at one side of things, but it's all good. It's been a couple of weeks in the making, I know, since I've been here, and it feels like it's been absolutely months and months. It's been 2 weeks actually that I haven't done a live, and I have to say it feels like for me it's been like months. So it goes to show I actually love doing what I do, and I love seeing everyone hop on board as well. So for those of you that are new here and this is your first time, I'm Kalina from Living with Vibrance and Vitality. Basically, I hop on every Saturday at 5 and I give you a few insights as to different topics. Today, we're going to be covering colour therapy and how it affects your health and well-being into your life, and also looking at different colours and what you resonate with, because we all have a particular colour that we're drawn to, whether you know it or not. And I myself tend to be drawn to the plums and the magentas more so than any colour, and orange. They're my two probably favourite colours. So it's very interesting when we go through this, how you'll resonate with certain colours and understand the meaning behind the colour, etc. So yes, welcome aboard to all the new people. If you are wanting to tag someone, now's the time to tag someone before we start. Hi Orla, hi Paul, welcome aboard. Righty-o, let's get this happening. Okay. I'm just going to share screens here because I can, and we're going to start talking, and I don't know what's going on here, but let's have a look. Hopefully you can see my beautiful big screen in front of you. Thumbs up if you can see it. I can't see any comments. Oh, here we go. Comments, yep. Can you all see the beautiful big Living with Vibrance and Vitality screen? If you can, say sure can. But we are going to be talking about colour therapy, and let's have a look at the introduction. What is colour therapy? Colour has two categories, tongue-tied Kalina. And how does colour therapy aid our well-being? Which a lot of people probably haven't thought about, but it's actually used more than you think. How do you incorporate it into your life? And also, can you resonate with more than one colour? We're going to be looking at a colour wheel today, and that colour wheel will have a multitude of colours. Now, bear in mind that when we do look at the colour wheel, there are shades of that particular colour too that you may resonate with. And there's no right colour, there's no wrong colour, it's just what you were drawn to at the time. And the meaning behind the colours that you've chosen as well. So let's have a look. Colour can actually be found everywhere you look today, and also where you don't look. It is literally around us day in, day out in our daily life. Colour can be used to calm you, can be used to inspire you, can be used to energize you and entice you. How many people have you heard that red is used a lot in restaurants because it increases your appetite, and so therefore you tend to want to eat more? As humans, we take pleasure in the wonders that both consciously and subconsciously surround us. Take, for example, flowers. When you are given a bunch of flowers, How does it make you feel in that moment? There's two things that actually happen. First, your senses, your olfactory, you smell, you want to smell the flowers, don't you? But you are also absorbing the color. So you're actually having a mind and mood change, which is amazing because it affects our emotions. It affects our response to how we are either angry, happy, emotional, sad. It stimulates the biochemicals in our body. It stimulates our hormones. So that is pretty amazing that, you know, just in that instant of color being given to us, that it can have all of those effects on our body. We actually see color so much, but how often do you actually consider the effect that it has on us? Color therapy, also known as chromotherapy or light therapy, is the use of different color shades that affect our physical, mental, emotional well-being. It affects how we think and how we behave. Color therapy is not new. It is dated back over 2,000 years ago to the ancient Greek, China, and Egyptian times, where they painted walls to improve people's moods. They also specifically wore particular coloured armour, gold and blue you will find. Gold resonating with elegance, with superiority, with wealth. Colour is a combination of light and energy. Each colour shade has a unique vibration and light wave that reflects, it bends, refracts, and then through a variety of particles and molecules, and such as colour is a light made visible. And as a light wave, it enters through our eyes, through the retina, it transmits electrical pulses to the brain where it is perceived as a mood or an emotion. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? That, you know, that electromagnetic field, that vibration of that color can do so much. Light is also absorbed through our skin and is seen today in hospitals with neonatal in the jaundice department, where they put the blue light therapy on those little ones to change the jaundice. Oops, we're going backwards. Okay, so colour therapy has two categories, and colour itself also has two categories. We have the warm colours, so they're your reds, your yellows, your oranges. We also have the cool colours, the green, the blues, the purples. So which colours do you tend to go for? The reds? Why am I going backwards? I don't know. Let's go right back and start again, shall we? Because we can. Okay. No, it's still going backwards. Okay. Colour therapy and our well-being. Okay, so bearing in mind that we have the warm colours and the cool colours. Okay, so these affect us on many, many different levels. It can help with brain disorders, aggressive behaviour, hyperactivity. In classrooms, they actually use colours to calm students down. In study rooms, they use colours to increase the brain capacity, to stimulate, to thrive, to remember, to absorb. Colours also used in moments of depression, sadness, seasonal disorders, emotional troubles. It helps with lowering the blood pressure, but also it can increase blood pressure. So for lowering blood pressure, you would look at colours like the blues and the greens, which is amazing. But then to stimulate, you would look at your oranges and your reds and your yellows to boost it. It's used in vision problems. So you've probably seen people with glasses that have the blue tinted lenses, or they have the pink tinted lenses, or the yellow tinted lenses. Athletic performance and recovery, they actually use that. You know, a lot of massage therapies will use a colour therapy as well. You've heard of your red light, the red light that actually heat lamp. It will help with all of that. You've got the increased creativity, learning, attention span, and academic performance. Colour therapy can aid your digestion. I know, right? Who would have thought? Now, how can you use that? I'll teach you in a moment. Sleep quality and relaxation. We use lots of colours for sleep therapy and relaxation. Colours like your blues and once again your pinks and your soft greens all help to relax and bring peace. Increasing in energy. Well, that's clear. Most of you automatically probably thought red, right? Red stimulation. Well, it's also yellow. It's also the oranges. Anything that is that upbeat colour. It boosts your energy, but it also, did you know, red increases your smell. It boosts the smell in that moment. And also, if we're talking about like your digestion before, they, as I said before, they use red to increase your digestion and your metabolism. But then if you don't want to eat as much, you would use colours of blue. So in houses, you actually see people painting a theme wall where it might be blue, it might be green, it might be a brown. So we also have increase in energy, and it also aids our, oh, can't see that bottom one. Whoops. Sorry, one of my lights just fell down. It aids our metabolism as well. Okay, so how do we incorporate colour into our life? Colouring your meals. Who would have thought, right? Colour your meals. That's right. So you can actually use various colours, the yellows, we can use the reds, we can use the greens, and internally our body is digesting that colour and being absorbed into our cells and working on a holistic level. We can introduce colour clothing. Now, I know myself that I use reds. I might use underwear even. If I have to wear a black suit, when I was in the corporate world, I would wear a black suit, but I'd also make sure that my underwear was a various colour. I wouldn't wear black because black can be lethargic. So I'd wear a colour. I also wear a colour top. If I'm lacking energy, I might find a vibrant coloured top that I might need to wear, and that then makes me feel energetic. So clothing is a huge way that you can actually incorporate the colour into your life. Plants or flowers. Of course, flowers, we just talked about it before. It makes you feel good straight away. You have this happy, you feel joyful, you feel at peace, you feel on top of the world. It automatically changes that hormonal status, that mood in your mind. Paintings. A lot of people do colour therapy, painting. You paint. Paint whatever comes to your mind. Get a canvas one day. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's very therapeutic. Grab some paints. Even if you actually don't have paints, grab some felt pens, crayons, whatever you want to call it, and start drawing. You will be surprised how you feel after you have drawn. And I know a lot of counsellors will use creative arts as a way of understanding where you're at, because you're choosing the particular colours to where you are emotionally and physically at that moment. And that's a guideline as well. And it's a good guideline for you too, because you can actually maybe, this week, draw something. Just get a piece of paper in front of you and draw what comes to mind. Now, in 2 weeks' time, do the same theory again and compare the two. Compare the two artworks and see where you're at. And I bet you the colours have changed somewhat. The furnishings in your house, the decor in your office, you can bring it in via using your candles, your chair, your office desk. At home, it's your cushions, your couches, your throwovers, your rugs, your lampshades. All of these colours can be utilised within the home. Colouring books, we've discussed. Crystals. Now, crystals go back thousands of years ago, and that's how the colour was coming through. They were using crystal therapy back then as well. And so crystals are all different colours, and they contain a vibration and an energy. And of course, anyone who has utilised crystals today, it's an amazing, powerful tool. and it helps with the healing side of things. So, you know, for love and opening your heart, it's the, you know, the rose quartz. And then we go on to all the amethyst for spirituality and intuitiveness. Candles, easy one, that one. You can color the wax, or you can get a vessel, that a glassware that is to the color of your liking. And you tend to find, once again, that you will be attracted to a very similar color that you like on a personal note, whether it's the blues, whether it's the greens and the earthy tones, whether it's the reds, or whether it's actually, you know, the darker shades. Lamps, lights, red lights, and then your colored glasses. So there's so many ways you can incorporate the color into your life. Now, if you look at, you know, the lighting, as we said, neonatal, they use blue therapy all the time. But did you know that using blue lighting improves your mood? It increases your attention and your alertness. Yet green light therapy eases pain. It helps with fibromyalgia pain. It's shown to decrease migraines, and it's shown to decrease acute pain and chronic pain by about 10%, which is absolutely amazing. And for those that suffer from lethargy or depression, start bringing in a little bit of yellow into your life, because the yellow is joyful, it's uplifting, it's, you know, it makes you feel alive again, and it shifts that chemical balance within you, that hormonal biochemical within you. You know, the yellows invigorate people. So that's where it's helping you with the depression side of things. Your greens, you know, it helps you with emotional imbalance, but it's also calming and relaxing. So you can use lighting like that. You can use doona covers like that. There's a multitude of things that you can actually use. Whereas red, obviously, you don't really want to have a red bedspread, because it's going to increase your energy and probably give you a very restless sleep. And it's going to have that opposite effect. So there's lots of colors you can actually incorporate. You know, for night lights, they do say use a very dim red light rather than a blue light, because technology is blue light, isn't it? And the blue light is what stimulates the mind and the brain and helps you and stops you from winding down. There's actually software, I believe, that you can actually use called Flux, and it triggers warm color lighting of a night and sunlight or cooler colors during the day, so that your brain alters to the variance as the day shifts, which is pretty nifty, I believe. Anyway, I think it's pretty awesome. So have a look at this color wheel. Now, you've probably all seen a multitude of color wheels. I'm just going to try and move me up there a bit. Multitude of color wheels. So we have the indigo, which is the really dark blues. We have the yellows. What I would like you to do at this moment is just spend a second and look at that color wheel. Now, what is the first color that appeals to you? What did your eye go to that very first second? Pop it down in comments and see what you've actually resonated with. I tend to be going to the purple a lot lately and the turquoise. So, and actually I'm sort of wearing a turquoise tonight, which is quite ironic. So yeah. Okay, so we've got the indigo, we've got the black, we've got gold, brown, we've got turquoise, red, pink, yellow, purple, blue, green, orange, pink, and white. Now, of course, then we go into the shades of those colors. So they get lighter. So there's no right or wrong. It's still going to have that same effect on you. So let's have a look at that color that you have resonated with in that moment, okay? Let's have a look. So for those of you who chose yellow, well, that improves your immune system. Color, as I said before, the yellow is about self-confidence, increases your self-confidence, brings joy, makes you feel happy and invigorated. For those of you that chose purple, represents wisdom. Oh, Paul, you chose green. Aha, we'll get there. Oh, all are yellow. Well done. So Paul, for you, it's increased circulation, restorative, and prosperity. Green is about abundance and it's renewal. So it's a really good thing. And all up, it's about happiness, self-confidence, all of that. So that's awesome. I love yellows too, but they don't look good on me, so I don't wear them. Simple as. Okay, so purple, wisdom, spirituality, and you'll see a lot of holistic people that love purple. It also balances the heart and your blood pressure as well. Blue is calming. It means trustworthy or trust and stability. And also your blue improves your mood and alertness. And we know the blue light is in neonatal. Orange stimulates your metabolism. Orange, red, and yellow all stimulate your metabolism. Orange also represents courage. I knew this many years ago, and maybe I used to wear orange at times for that purpose when I'd go to a business meeting or something. I'd wear it underneath the suit jacket. And it's also optimistic. Pink, feminine, romantic, playful, calming. It's a beautiful color, pink, and it's like a nurturing. It makes you feel nurtured, doesn't it? White, well, it's clinical, isn't it? It's purity, it's freshness, it's clarity. And then we go into indigo, integrity, it's perception, it's intellectual. Gold, we all know it's about abundance, isn't it? When you see gold coins, when you see gold jewelry, you know, where does your mind take you at that point in time? It's about self-worth as well, good old gold. So if you're lacking a bit of self-worth, then, you know, it's not, I have in the past, believe it or not, gone to Spotlight or a fabric shop and just bought a strip of colour. Whatever I felt I've needed at that time, I've grabbed that roll of fabric off the wall and I've put it down. I said, look, I just need, you know, like it might be a metre wide, but I need a strip. And of course, I would either wrap it around me for the day or I would place it as a table runner or somewhere that I was actually visually looking at it a lot. So, you know, there's a multitude of ways that you can do this colour. If you don't want to wear it, you can then, you know, do that or get placemats or whatever. We go into brown. Brown is your grounding, your grounded colour. They're the trusted people. They're very stabilized in their personality. They're very friendly and trustworthy. Turquoise, purification, communication, healing. And that's, turquoise is a beautiful colour, isn't it? It's going from the greenies to the blue, and it has a slight green undertone into it, but just a very slight one. And red is about energy and passion and strength. So I actually came across, and I thought I'd pop this on here. If you've got a pen and paper, write it down because it's quite interesting, and it's called the Colour Quiz. Now, for anyone that is it talks about your personality. It talks about, you know, your pros and cons of your personality. Take that down if you want to carry out on a quiz all about colour therapy. As I said, I did it. I was very intrigued at the outcome, and I was very surprised at the outcome of what it actually did tell me, because it was quite accurate. And, you know, there's no rights and wrongs, and you can resonate with more than one colour in a day, because as humans, you know, we have so much going on and we are overwhelmed at times, and we might start off the day needing energy, and at the end of the day we're like a buzz box, so we need to calm down. You might find that, you know, there's two colours that you're liking at that particular time, like the reds and the oranges. And that is fine too, because clearly, you know, that is what you're needing at this time. The human body is amazing. And if you listen to it carefully, it will always guide you to what it is you're requiring at that time. I know, and it was probably out many years ago at the time, probably I'm thinking 10 years ago, when I had a massage therapy clinic, and back then it was like you could buy coloured bottles and you'd fill the water into the coloured bottles, and by drinking that water, actually you're digesting the colour. Because as you know, if you've looked at vibration and water, it changes the molecular structure of the water. So by using coloured glassware, whether it's, if you're lacking energy, grab a red coloured glass, pour your water in there and drink out of a red coloured glass that day. If you're needing, you know, pain relief, grab a green glass and drink out of the green glass, or have a green water bottle where the light can come through and can change the molecular structure of the water. So there's multiple ways that you can incorporate and benefit from colour therapy. It's not, you know, a new thing. As I said, it's been around for 2,000 years or more, where people have used colour to calm the people down, and we're using it today in hospitals, and we're using it in saunas as well with colour. So it's not this new thing, but I guess it's not something that we tend to think about. In saunas, I believe that they can use pink lighting because it helps with detoxification. Now, who would have thought pink lighting for detoxification? I see you all going out there surrounding yourself in pink to detox, right, after a big night. Whatever colour you are drawn to, though, you're drawn to it for a reason. And so, you know, be guided by that, and know that you're helping your health and well-being on many levels. Okay, so look, if you need to look and learn more about your health and well-being, make time with me. You know, if you're stuck and you're not sure what, where you are emotionally, mentally, physically at this moment, schedule the time with me. I'd be happy to chat with you and guide you through some sound advice, sound guidance and support. So look, it's been great chatting to you. I know it's been, just stop sharing this screen, might be handy. Hang on, let's get in here. It's been absolutely great talking to you all again. As I said, it's been, oh gee, a couple of days, a couple of weeks. Yep, hang on, no, we're not going to go there. We'll just go large again. It's been a couple of weeks. I've had a few things happen with my health, but I'm back on board, which is absolutely awesome. And you've got to look after your health, don't you? Because without your health, you can't function. And that's the bottom line. And that's why I love doing what I do and help enlighten you all, make a difference for you all, because our bodies are pretty incredible. And I think in this day and age, we tend to take them for granted. We take everything for granted, but remember, what you put into your body is what your body's going to give out. So if you don't give your body the best opportunity to thrive and to remain healthy, then you are going to struggle with your health and well-being, and your mental side and your physical side. So I'm Kalina from Living with Vibrance and Vitality. I thank you for today. It was just a really quick one, and yeah, I bet you'll be going into your wardrobes tomorrow and standing still and going, now what colour do I feel like wearing today? How am I feeling? So ask yourself these questions. How do you feel today? And you'll know straight away. And then if you're feeling a particular lethargic, or if you're feeling zip, zip, zang and you need to calm down, then, you know, you'll know exactly what to choose. Black, while it's elegant and it's a very superior colour, it can also be very draining. The blacks and the greys can be extremely zapping on your energy field. So, you know, think about that. So incorporate different colours underneath to balance that heaviness of the black. As much as a lot of people love black and it looks great having that beautiful black dress, yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to be mindful for. All right, guys, look after yourselves. It's been great chatting to you, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.